What happens when Lamborghini decides a supercar doesn't need to scream to prove a point, but still does it anyway? The Lamborghini Huracán Tecnica feels different the moment I see it. Not louder, not more dramatic, just more focused. This is not a car trying to impress Instagram. This is a car built for people who actually enjoy driving. And that alone makes it dangerous. From the front, the Tecnica looks sharp in a way that feels intentional, not theatrical. The Y-shaped LED headlights cut into the nose like precision tools, while the redesigned bumper channels air exactly where it needs to go. Lamborghini didn't add aggression for drama, they added it for downforce. The front splitter, air curtains, and sharper edges reduce lift and improve cooling, and you can tell this car was shaped with a stopwatch nearby. Move to the side profile, and the Tecnica reveals its real personality. The proportions are classic Lamborghini, low, wide, and unapologetically athletic, but the details are cleaner than other Huracan variants. The side intakes are sculpted rather than exaggerated, feeding air to the naturally aspirated V10 sitting right behind me. The 20-inch wheels fill the arches perfectly, hiding massive carbon ceramic brakes that exist for one reason: repeated abuse. Inside, the Tecnica doesn't waste time pretending to be a luxury lounge. This cabin is about focus. Alcantara dominates the surfaces, contrasted by carbon fiber that feels structural, not decorative. The seats are low, supportive, and tight, the kind that remind you this car expects commitment. The digital driver display is crisp and purposeful, showing everything from G-forces to gear position, while the central touchscreen handles infotainment without stealing attention. And yes, there's enough comfort here to daily drive it, but it never lets you forget what it is. This is not a car that relaxes you. It sharpens you. The rear is where the Tecnica separates itself completely. The hexagonal exhaust sits higher, closer to the engine, improving airflow and thermal efficiency. The rear diffuser is massive, functional, and unapologetic. Lamborghini claims a 35% increase in rear downforce compared to the Huracan EVO, and visually you believe it. This rear end doesn't look like it follows rules. It rewrites them. Now, let's talk about the reason this car exists. A 5.2-liter naturally aspirated V10, 640 horsepower, 565 newton-meters of torque. No turbos, no hybrid assistance, no filters on the experience. The power delivery is immediate, linear, and addictive. Every throttle input feels mechanical, honest, and slightly unhinged. The 7-speed dual-clutch transmission snaps through gears with intent, and the rear-wheel drive layout makes the Tecnica feel alive in a way modern AWD supercars rarely do. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour happens in about 3.2 seconds, but that number doesn't tell the story. What matters is how it feels at 6,000 revolutions per minute when the engine note hardens, the intake roars behind your head, and the car starts pulling like it has something to prove. The steering is razor sharp, with rear-wheel steering subtly working in the background to improve agility at low speeds and stability at high speeds. The chassis feels balanced, predictable, and shockingly usable. This isn't a car trying to scare you, it's a car daring you to go further. And here's the funny part. For a Lamborghini, the Tecnica is reasonable. Not quiet, not subtle, but reasonable enough that you could drive it every day. If your definition of every day includes carbon fiber, a screaming V10, and occasional heart palpitations, the Huracan Tecnica exists in a world that's rapidly moving toward electrification and silence. And that's exactly why it matters. This car feels like Lamborghini saying, before everything changes, remember this. Because this isn't just a Huracan variant. It's a farewell letter to naturally aspirated madness. And it doesn't whisper goodbye.